Hi there, Virgo. Welcome to your reading. This is Yetta Pearl, and this is your general angel reading for the week of December 27th through January 2nd of 2022. Happy New Year! Happy New Year. I hope that this season has been and is everything that you could wish for, that you're with all your best ones, your people that totally have your best interests at heart, who love you as much as you love them. That's my wish for you. Okay, and so, the new year it's all about new beginnings, starting fresh things, having a new outlook, right? Like this is kind of where the resolutions come from, right? Is to make a change deliberately, purposefully, and, with your full choice, right? And, we all know resolutions tend to not last all that long. By the end of January, if you're still doing it at all, you're struggling, right? It's more a different perspective that's required on it. It's like if you call it a New Year's resolution, chances are it's not going to last. If you sit there and within your own self, you fully acknowledge that, this isn't just a trendy thing that I want to do. I really need to change that perspective, or I need to get rid of that old belief system, or, whatever it is, right? And so this is a really great time of year to do that energetically. It's just things line up easier, and then it makes higher chances of success. All right, so let's see what your angels want you to know for this reading. Oh yeah, friendship. Spend so much time with your friends, as much as you can, especially right now. I mean, they just can't be beat, can they? Like they have everything that makes you feel warm and fuzzy. That's what you need. And that's what, helps you grow, makes you feel good as a person, helps validate you, the real you, who you are. Yeah, spend time with them. Let them know how much you treasure them as well. It's, it's always a two-way street. Yep. Okay. All right. So, this looks good. Yeah, okay. Okay, so here we have acceptance. Look at how beautiful she is. And the decoration in her hair. And she's just so lovely. And yet, she could sit and look in the mirror and say, oh, my nose is too big, or look, my one ear is lower than the other, or whatever she says, right? Don't be like that. When you look in the mirror, pick something to love. The whole thing, if you can, or work your way up to that. Start with, some smaller area that you really like about yourself, and gradually work your way up to the things that really you're not so sure you like those things about you. Those, we'll start with the physical traits, but it's everything, obviously. And just send a whole bunch of love to that, even the spots that you just don't know that you love those things about you. But when you send love there and you deliberately decide, you know what, this is the way it is. This is what I look like in my own eyes. And so, this is what I will accept. And so the same with, your personality traits, or the way you walk, or your health in a way, right? That's a whole nother story. So I'm not sure why they threw that in there. But, when you accept yourself as who you are, and we're not talking about, the little things that you do that irritate somebody else. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the core of you. We're talking about your basic self. That's who you are. When you can accept yourself fully, then you've made it. Truly, you've made it. Okay, all right. You are so loved. You are so loved. And, part of you doubts that. And yet part of you knows it for absolute truth, right? And sometimes it depends upon, the particular person that you're looking for love from. There's some people that you absolutely know they love you. Other people you question it, you're not so sure. The message right now is that person that comes to mind who you think, I'm not so sure that they really love me. Yeah, they absolutely do. They absolutely do. The way they show it is tempered by their experiences with you and with anyone else. The way you receive it is tempered by your experiences with them and anybody else. So you just might be speaking a different language, but the love is absolutely there. Okay, makes me emotional. So, so, that's usually an indication of how important that is to you. When people say, "Oh, they get goosebumps," because that's absolute truth. Instead of goosebumps, I get tears. That's just my reactions to it. And so when your angels are saying to you, no, we can look into the heart of that other person and we can truly see how much they love you. It's just there's a communication barrier. It's there. You just have to look beyond the clutter in the middle. Okay? All right. So, okay, and here we are again, believing in yourself. So it really feels like you guys are having a bit of a downtime, that you're struggling with this self-image and self-acceptance, and knowing that you are who you are in spite of anybody else, no matter if some people can't show you their love, or you can't receive that love, whichever it is, or combination of. You still need to believe in yourself, because your belief in yourself really doesn't have anything to do with anybody else. This is all about you. And so what somebody else appears to think of you is irrelevant. It doesn't matter what they think of you. You're not them, they're not you. I mean, this belief in yourself is, again, we're back to this is core. Okay, so sometimes you make mistakes. You say the wrong thing for somebody or whatever. But does that make you bad? Does that make you a horrible person? No, of course not, right? Same with any other person. If they said something wrong or didn't say what you wanted them to say, doesn't make them a bad person. It feels like all of this, your sense of self is really being rocked on your pins, and it really feels like it's one particular person that's got you just off balance. So get grounded. Get grounded. Sink your roots into the earth and wrap around that crystal. Just hold you firm. Be really grounded. Carry petrified wood around with you, because that helps you be grounded. Or go to a crystal shop and find out what other things would do that as well. There's grounding sprays. There's, use whatever tools you can find to help you stay grounded, because that will help you keep your knowledge of self, who you truly are. That's what's important here. Okay. And when you need help with that, ask. Ask for your angels and, God, source, universe, whatever your language is. Ask for help. And, be kind of specific. Instead of just, angels, I need help. Okay, with what? With my relationship with myself. Okay. And so let's clear out that relationship with that other person. Let's do some cord cutting. Let's do some whatever else your angels recommend, and let's build you. Let's build you, your knowledge of you in your own mind. And so in that way, they will help you through this. And you'll come out better on the other side. Still, grieving a little bit. It feels like you're grieving. Again, maybe for the loss of a relationship. It could be more than that. Many of you, could be grieving right now, right? The loss of a person, the loss of a job, the loss of, I don't know, traditions, a home maybe. Something like that. That could be what's behind all this. For some of you, it could be this grief. For some of you, it's anger. For some of you, it's just, feeling like you've been kicked in the teeth by this other person. You are still yourself, and you will get that back. This is a momentary thing. Okay. And in the midst of this, so this is about like the middle of the reading, this card. I've chosen to leave it till the end just because everything else was kind of in a theme. But here is the treasure chest. Unseen abundant windfall. Yay! Like, it feels like it won't really be enough to totally bring you out of your doldrums, but it'll sure help. And it'll be some reassurance and some relief is how that feels. Just some relief from this kind of dragging down feeling that you've been experiencing. So you can look forward to that partway through this week. And don't forget that the new year is truly about new beginnings. It is truly about new beginnings. And that's in your outside world as well as your inner perspective, what you're choosing. Yeah. Okay. So when I get out the daily guidance cards, which I just did, and ask for one last bit of wisdom, then we're asked to see only love. There is only love in this situation. And if there appears to be anything else, well, you know what? Just kind of sweep it aside and choose to show and receive only love. Best words. All right, Virgo, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you very much. And I love you. And Happy New Year.